Who joined? Whoever joined.
Hello, hello. Um, well, if you could send some messages, we'll say hello to you. Um, for me, it says one person is watching, but then on the other tab, it says two
Yeah.
concurrent viewers.
God.
Is that you and me?
YouTube. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Okay, well, let's get that doc out. I'm gonna get emails now. Now's the time. Oh, okay, it's YouTube telling me I'm live. Alright, hey everyone, we're live.
This lag is messing with my brain.
um,
Like,
well, you can mute the YouTube.
yeah, I did. I just did.
Just want to make sure that we all.
So we're,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
okay, we're live.
you
Yeah, it's definitely live.
audio is fine. Definitely like. Oh, definitely is definitely on a scale of 1 to 10.
All right. So I think everything is working kind of okay. I hope so.
Hey, two people commented. I mean, they're on chat.
Oh, nice. Hey, Joe. Hey, Sphinx Cult. All right, not gonna lie. I was hoping that I would have a background by now. Um, I don't have
Yeah,
a
it's
background.
screen's not showing. That's weird.
Well, I mean, it says the stream is starting. The stream is starting. It hasn't started yet. It's in the process of starting.
Oh, so it's like it's only gonna start when it says it starts. Like it's only
Maybe
gonna start at like 6 a.m.
maybe I put that No Man's Sky spinner on, where it just spins forever and ever. That'd be hella confusing. How do I?
Trans.
Um, yeah, I don't actually have a background that looks nice, so we're just gonna have to maybe keep the No Man's Sky website out open in the background. I mean, that'll be fine. There you go. Close that. All right. You ready for a smooth transition? Oh no, that's not working. There we go. All right. Welcome everybody. I see we've got Dark Enzo in chat in the DevTalk channel. Dark Enzo, do you want to talk?
Oh,
Because
oh,
we have the ability to allow you to talk. Just give me a second. Oh, this is not going well. Let's do it here.
yeah, your your
Dark.
desktop is showing. Yep.
The assistant for No Man's Sky page.
No, your desktop. Yeah, there's a wallpaper of a talking looking robot.
Really? Because that's not what I'm seeing on the stream.
Oh, that's on desktop. Sorry, that's on your.
Even Discord should show. Yeah.
Yeah, now it shows properly. I don't know what happened.
Maybe I just glitched for a second. All right, Dark Enzo. I was gonna give you the role. Here you go.
Oh, he left.
No. Oh, I messed up the command.
And
No, it worked. Okay, well, if he does join back, he can talk.
he's playing Factorio, and he's been playing Factorio for 8 hours. Respect.
All right, so we've
The
got
the factory must grow.
we've got a few things to talk about. Let's talk about challenges. Hey, what challenges have you bumped into this week? Making stuff for the Assistant for No Man's Sky app.
Um, are you asking me?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
not that's not that's not fair, bro. That's not fair. You're putting me on the spot here.
yeah. Well, okay, I can tell you what I've been struggling with a little bit. Um,
Yeah, you were working on the whole feature of your favorite feature, right? Like, I think it's only been like 3 days since you started. So how's that?
well, I see. I wanted you to go first because my emulator is not running, so I wanted to show what it looked like on the emulator. But
Ooh, okay. I'll give. I mean, I haven't been doing anything of substance. Like I've just been running around trying to like do stuff, but I'm just being half-assed about it. Like
You
yeah, I'm trying
touched,
to fix the advanced search thing.
yeah, you've been
Oh, it
touching
sounds
in a
like
lot of stuff.
I've been going all over. He joined and left again. What's it?
Maybe the connection's not strong enough. Um, damn, why is the emulator got to be slow? Well, something else that I worked on was the Hello Games tracker. So, as Blenderman knows, the tracking for news and releases have been a bit weird.
Buggy.
So, yeah. So the Twitter
But it's not
messages.
your fault.
No, well, it's a little bit my fault. I should have looked into it a bit more. I can get that up on screen pretty quickly. So, then, man, you already know what happened. But for everyone else, Hello Games has. We can open that as well. No Man's Sky. I don't know if I actually went there. This is full screen and I can't see. Nope, we didn't go there. So if you go to the No Man's Sky, not that one. If you go
That's
to the No
not
Man's
that
Sky,
one.
if you go to the No Man's Sky website, then you can click News and Releases. And here we go. Let's do that one. All right, so these links, well, let's actually just keep it like this. So you'll see that, for example, on news, we've got Exomech patch 2.42, and on releases, we have 2.42. So for Tracker, the Assistant for No Man's Sky Tracker, it's looking at both of those pages. And when Hello Games made that patch note, they posted it on both, which I wasn't expecting. And that's why the Twitter bot posted twice. And it was really frustrating.
Just to be clear, they haven't done this before. Like they haven't posted on both news and release log the
They
same thing on both.
they do it sometimes, but it's very inconsistent from what I saw.
Very income.
And it was very frustrating, of course. And it it's
You
so
should
frustrating.
also preface what tracker actually is. Like you just mentioned that out of the blue.
So
So this dude right here, the big boss, has built like a massive application that goes and trawls through every possible corner of the No Man's Sky universe. Well, I mean, it's the site and the game files. And so he has tracker that's tracking the No Man's Sky website, the official site of Hello Games. I think it's also tracking the Twitter account,
no,
or
it's
is the
not.
bot?
No, not the Twitter account.
Okay, it's not. So I mean, he's only scraping the official websites because they don't have an API or something that uh, Kurt can pull. So he has to do it semi-manually. He wrote a bot that did it for him. Basically, what the bot does is go to the site and check if there's a new post, there's a new link up on that site, and if there is, post it on the Assistant for No Man's Sky Discord and post it in the server for the app. There's a server for the app. We should probably also talk about that. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot to talk about because this guy doesn't talk about anything.
Well, let's
Right.
we'll
There's
post
a
that
yeah,
in the chat here quickly. Oh, look, I can't actually chat. Now I got to sign in on YouTube. Okay, here we go.
hey,
Posted the link.
Novi. You
Hey,
gotta
Tyler
sign in on
Thunder.
YouTube. So,
Um,
ah,
okay,
those are more people.
Tyler Thunder, you said, I wonder why I have not updated Exomit patch 2.42 on the site yet. It's out for PS4 and Xbox One now too. Um, I'm not 100% sure.
Uh, when it's not updated on
2.42.
the site.
Let me just check the app. Are you talking about the release sections, Tyler Thunder, or news? Let's check the app. Okay, so I'll just do this on screen. Let me bring my giant ass emulator here. We bring it a little bit closer.
When you said giant simulator, your voice glitched.
Oh, really? Was I like a robot?
Yeah, yeah. Tyler Thunder is right. It doesn't have the PS4 and Xbox One tags on
Oh,
the Exomech patch. So
I get what you're saying.
it only has the yeah, it only has the PC tag.
See,
That's
I'm
weird.
I'm following what No Man's Sky says, and as you can see here, No Man's Sky says it's only on PC. So if they update
So it's
that,
got to be only on PC, Tyler. You're wrong. Sean Murray can't be wrong. You are wrong.
exactly. Yeah, Tyler Thunder. As soon as they update it on their site, then it'll be updated in the apps. So let's
Yeah,
just go there.
it's all auto.
PC.
It all goes. It runs 24/7 on Kurt's machine, and as soon as they update the site, any new info, it comes straight into the app. It comes. Yeah, I mean, the app is where you can see which platforms the patches for, right? You
Yeah.
show them that
Well, we're actually getting
info
distracted because
section. Yeah.
I could talk forever about how those how we're getting this data over here, and how it's staying. Even if Hello Game servers go down, we still have it for like, well, we have it until they come back online.
Yeah, I
But we
mean,
were
you're
talking,
storing it. You're storing your place. So
yeah.
that's actually not something that people might know. It's not common knowledge.
Well, it
They're
is.
actually having a copy.
It's stored in a Redis cache, so it's in memory. But the Redis cache actually has the ability to write to storage as well. So if the server goes down, it'll write it, or it will
I
have
think you
still be
just, I
written.
think you just, I think you just like uh,
Too
rocketed
technical.
right above a bunch of people's head. So yeah, Redis is a database. It's a database on Kurt's machine, and it has all the stuff that Tracker is the bot that Kurt built to track what Hello Games is up to. And Tracker posts to that database, and that database is what the app also is connected to for this release note section. So yeah, I think we're done here. But
well, wait. We're still got to get to Tracker eventually, because that's where we started.
yeah, man.
I just
Yes.
see Tyler here said, yeah, you're not wrong, Tyler. I'm sure it's out on PS4 and Xbox One. Um, we just hope that
I think
Hello Games updates their site
yeah,
eventually. All right, but let's do
we'll get to it. Don't worry.
eventually. I don't think so. I don't think they
Um,
ever update these. So let's just make this big over here. Can I make this bigger font? Okay, no. All right, so what you can see on screen here is the links that we're tracking, and something
Ooh,
like, here we go.
back end stuff.
So these two, those two go to the same
Ah man,
web
you gotta
page.
zoom in. You gotta zoom in for this stuff.
Is it
This
not
is
working?
like comedy
Can
gold.
I can't really zoom in like that. Maybe do, oh, you know what? I can open up magnifier. That'll work. Oh my goodness.
Ah,
This is not working well with two screens. All right, can you see that?
that's better.
All right, so these two that are highlighted, they caused the tracker to post twice to Twitter and Discord and everywhere, and they go
Why
to the
is
same,
that?
because they go to the same page, but the one has this little slash at the end, which for your browser, for your Chrome, means nothing. It doesn't make a difference. But Tracker sees
But
that
for
as very
tracker,
different. So,
it's a different thing. It's a completely different. It's a new patch note. So tracker is like, oh god, I got a new page, but it's actually the same page. And there's no way for tracker to verify whether it's the same page,
yeah,
unless he actually wrote some logic to say, hey, a forward slash doesn't mean it's a different page. It's the same page.
yes. So that's what I've done now. So
Dumbest things.
yeah, exactly. So Trailer Tracker will now remove the www.nomansky.com and that little slash over there,
Ah,
and it'll also
neat.
remove the final slash, and that's why these guys over here
If it
look
exists.
better. Oops,
Way
yeah, let's do
better.
that. There we go. All right, but that's what it looks like in the database. Should pull this. I don't want to be logged into the server for too long, in case someone logs in and kicks me out. All right, cool. Oh, okay.
So
Sphinx
yeah,
God
you
says it is out
all
for PS4.
yeah, it's covered as well.
All right, we got two people saying that XMX is out on PS4. I actually think it came out on PS4 first. Definitely the XMX
Yeah,
update, but the patch
but
note,
not the patch.
yeah, the patch
Yeah,
was maybe
the
a bit
the
behind.
patch patch came out first on PC, and then I think that this week or yesterday or something it came out on the other platforms.
All right, cool.
I thought
So,
somebody joined.
did someone join?
No,
Ah, okay.
I did.
Yeah, we can actually see
On
it
Discord.
on the stream. Does it have the names? Oh no, the names are gone now. Where are those? Voice widget. Oh, it's on the phone. Okay, put the phone that side. Or no, that's fine actually. Leave it like that. Or I could move the Discord voice chat to the left. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And let's put this in full screen. All right, so yeah, that was one of the things that I worked on. Getting Tracker happy. Um, let's see what else there was. There was also the guides. The guides new banner is a little bit controversial. I was doing that the manual way. So this little banner over here that says new. So you can see ACB's photo guide is the newest guide. But this little guy was set manually. So I would say that this guide is new, and then it would be up to me to go and change that and say it's not new anymore, and then push an update.
All
And
right.
only then people would get it. So now, this is now based on how old the guide is. I think I set it to 21 days that it'll have that new banner, and thereafter
So
it
if
won't
it's
show it anymore.
so if someone wrote a guide 21 days ago, it's a new guide. But then
Yeah,
if they wrote it 22 days ago,
I mean the guide
that's not a new
submissions,
guide.
they're a bit slow. we,
Oh yeah, I have noticed.
we don't get that many,
Yeah, we
so
don't. Yeah, we don't get that many, and it's like people who want to write guides, like people who have stuff, the stuff in your heads, and you want to bring it out to the general public. Please write guides. Please go to the site that Kurt has up on his screen and
yeah. Well,
go
you
to
can
guide
go to
school and submit your guide.
a better one. I'll post it just now. Let's do that. Okay, how do I get there? In chat. Here we go.
Yeah, and
Um,
and tell them how this works.
all right, I will now. Oh, okay, Tyler Thunder. You said when is the next update coming out for No Man's Sky? Technically, it was released yesterday. Um, it's out on iOS
What?
right now. Yeah, so I've been
Oh,
releasing on
assistant
Thursday
for no man.
nights.
I
Um,
I thought he was talking about the actual
oh no no. So Assistant for No Man's
game.
Sky was updated last night. I pushed the update last night, but Google Play is
I saw
still
that.
processing. So you can get the
Google
update.
Play is slow,
They're very slow. With this current
very slow.
pandemic, they are extremely slow. They're usually faster, but yeah, nowadays they're slower.
They're faster than iOS. They're usually faster, but then for some reason
I
they're
think
slower.
yeah, it's strange because their process
Because
is
yeah, they're fully automated, right?
yeah, I
And
think so.
iOS is the one with all the people. Like people have to all download your app and like see whether it's not a scam, stuff
And
like that.
and it's difficult because uh, you'll see sometimes, well, I'll see sometimes when I submit an app and it gets rejected, then I'll see a, a person will actually write me an email and say like, this is why we're rejecting it, and they'll have a screenshot, and it's obviously from an iPad. Uh, oh, hang on.
That guarantees their age is not anywhere below 50.
Hang on. Sphinx Scott
No
says
one
that there's
below
a.
50, no one below 50 years old owns an iPad. I am sure of it.
What was going on, Sphinx Scott? That you said Streamlabs is going crazy. Was it glitching a bit or something? Let's turn this transition off. There we go.
It's
Um,
also probably definitely a lot more laggy on YouTube than on Discord.
uh,
So if you guys are on the Discord channel, you can join the DevTalk voice channel and you will be up to date.
Sphinx Scott is quoting me saying iOS is a pain in the butt.
iOS is a pain in the butt. Yeah,
It,
that's Kurt's tag,
it's
one of his
true.
tags.
It's true.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
iOS version does not have a donations tab. This one over here. There's a little donation link here. doesn't have it
Right.
because by Apple Store policy, I'm not allowed to have donations that are not Apple Pay.
Oh fuck.
And I've been really
I
lazy.
knew
I
it was
haven't.
gonna go somewhere there. Like you aren't accepting Apple money.
I'm
iMoney. Where's the iMoney at, bro?
I I was having a lot of troubles with the plugin that would allow that, and I had so much trouble with it that I just went like screw it. I don't feel like doing it anymore, and I haven't gone back to it. I've been really bad. Um, yeah, it was also I had to build the app in release mode, and then install it on my crappy old secondhand iPhone, and then I would get a glimpse of it working, but it would fail. And then I had to write the backend on the API, get that to handle the request, but I don't have an example of what the request looks like, so I don't know how to
From
accept it,
Apple.
and
From
I
an
can't.
Apple.
Yeah, and I can't do it in debug mode, so it's just so frustrating. It's just like I don't know how other people do it, so I just left it out.
Yeah, Apple is so protective of the whole thing. They don't have emulators. They don't have nothing for
Well,
like developers to work on. You need to
ironically,
own an Apple device.
yeah, you
What?
do. But ironically, Google Play is more strict about accepting money through their Google payment thing. I had to fill in like a giant
Yeah,
ass form telling them why I'm going to do
I
it.
mean that's why you have the other one, right? Like PayPal,
Yeah.
Kofi, all that. Like fuck Google Pay. But
Um,
I was gonna bring up this point where okay, I think iOS users are gonna be the ones that are more likely to donate.
it's true. You
Like I don't know. I don't. I feel like I don't know. I don't. I feel like this is a hot take, but it's is it really? Like they got a one tap payment thing. They don't even know if their money is gonna go there. To them, it's all virtual.
yeah, I can agree with
Once
that.
you set up Apple Pay, you're like you just buy everything,
And it's crazy
and
like
that's how
even
they designed Apple Pay.
even installing the Assistant for No Man's Sky app, you still have to put your finger down and say like I confirm this purchase of $0. It's so
Wow,
weird.
you confirm like a free purchase
And
with your fingerprint.
yeah, with your finger or well with your passcode or whatever. Um,
Mm.
it's so strange. Like you could so easily like if you get used to installing free apps and you're just like putting your fingerprint down every single time, as soon as one comes up that says $0.01, you're not going to notice it. And you're just going to
You're
approve.
not gonna notice, and that's how a lot of scams on Apple Pay worked as well, right? Like there was like a heartbeats quote unquote app that was like, well, it would tell you to put your finger on the fingerprint scanner, and once you did, it would open up Apple Pay and charge you $1,000.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that was a leg one.
that's amazing.
Where yeah, like within a like it won't even like it they got it happening so fast that you wouldn't even see the authentication prompt. Like, I don't know how they managed to do that, but then Apple, like, they seriously have major oversight problems with this application. I mean, they fixed it. I don't know how they fixed it. They probably just kicked the apps off. But then somebody else is gonna come around and gonna open up a security flaw because everything in your freaking ecosystem is closed source and nobody else can take a look at it. And we're not gonna buy iMacs and shit. Just like get into the Apple ecosystem.
It
I mean, Kurt
requires.
here owns a yeah,
It,
it does. And you just use Flutter to build an iOS app. You're not going to use a Mac and Xcode and whatever tools they have.
no, well, they require like an investment. They're like you have to invest. I don't know. Let's say I don't know
You have to
200.
buy a license.
Yeah, you gotta pay $99 before you can even start designing an iOS app. Because
What's
you
the
can debug it, but
what's the monthly?
yeah, it's not great. It's not a great experience. And then, ooh, what am I clicking? Um, and then you have to have an Apple computer. Like, you have to have an Apple computer, even for Flutter. I had to use an Apple computer to get it to work.
Oh yeah. The yeah some yeah. I mean, you have the Android SDK. You can put it on pretty much any device. Then
Yeah.
the iOS stuff is on an Apple computer. You
So
can't
the
take
app
that.
was the Android version was already up for like 3 months by the time I was really trying to get the iOS version to go, and it took very long for me to get it right because I was
Did you
just
borrow somebody's Apple computer or did you buy one?
I bought a second-hand one from a friend.
Okay, okay. That's way better. That's actually way better.
And I got
Yeah.
an old iPhone 6 for free from another friend. So now I've got the iDevices.
You have friends. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
So you were gonna talk about you're gonna talk about the guide to
Yes.
your site for people who are interested. Like write guides and share your knowledge with the general public that's gonna use this app, which is hopefully gonna be a lot.
Yeah. So if you go to the guide tool, which is that link that I posted, tools.nmsassistant.com/guide, um, you'll see this page, create and modify a guide. So you got these big buttons here to start off with, if you want to create a guide or edit an existing one. So for now, we're just going to create a guide. And you just gonna fill in a whole bunch of text boxes. So this top section is what people see in the opening card. Let's do this, guys. Is this card. So you can choose a nice image. Let's do community. We're gonna make a oh no, I chose a big image. Alright,
Oh,
so
that's a
your
big
images
image.
can't be too big unless you host them online, then it's fine. Why do I have only large images here? Okay, we'll do small image. There you go.
Live large.
Live large. Let's do official guide. Maybe make this one slightly bigger. Official assistant guide. Short title. So all of this, the moderators are going to check and they'll tell you what you
What's
can
the
do
difference
better.
between the title and short title?
Sorry?
What's the difference? Title, short title.
Oh, so the long title is what shows up here on the front screen, I believe. Yeah. And then the short title is once you're in here. It's the app bar one. But honestly, it doesn't
So
make
you
too
can
much of a
scroll.
difference. It's just for if you have, I mean, we have got some guides in here like this one, a quick guide to taking awesome screenshots that wouldn't fit up there so nicely. So the short title is what's used in this detail page. All right.
So yeah, just scroll down and show them how it works. So once you scroll down, you get the sections, and the section headings are the one that's gonna stick. So it's good if you have a short title that stays up, so that people know which guide you're on.
Yes. So the guide is made up of multiple sections, and sections have items. That's the important thing. So if we add a section,
Let's go.
just to make it easy, let's
Your
call this
first section.
section 1, the beginning. Okay. Ooh. Now you got this option. So in your section 1, you can add text, link, image, markdown, or table. Let's just add some text. Say, hello, this is a section. All right, and you can add a whole bunch of
Yes.
these. So
You say
now,
hello, but you
oh,
say hello, but you type hell.
hello. All right. And now, if you know Markdown pretty well, um, you can make this a little bit
Oh,
stylish.
you got Markdown preview! Yay!
Yeah, it's always been
That's
there.
awesome. I did not know that. I was like, we need a Markdown preview.
But
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
gonna I
you
was
have to
gonna
start
work on
typing.
that. Then. Uh-huh. I
And
did not do that.
you can indent these. Let's do that. Anyway, it follows the standard Markdown syntax.
Yeah, there's a
Tables,
there's a Markdown thing that if that Kurt is using here to like make stuff look like that on the right, and that's how it looks like in the app. If you go online and look for Markdown,
yes,
you will
Markdown.
find all this.
You can look for Markdown cheat sheet. Maybe it's something we should add, like a button here when you're in a markdown
Yeah,
item.
yeah. We'll do that. That's not gonna be hard.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Everything.
All right, and then you can add another item. Let's say table. Table is like one of the fancier ones, where it's quite dynamic. So you can say I want a column name, and we can add a row, and we'll say Kurt. Okay, and then let's put another column name, and then let's go age. There we go, like 2000. That's my age, and then we can put
It's over
Blenderman.
9,000.
Blenderman, and he's 2. We all know that. All right, and
Yeah,
then.
I'm 3 years old.
All right, and then once you've filled out your guide and you're happy with the way that it looks, you can hit the submit button, and that'll send a message in our Discord, and it'll just tell everyone that you've submitted something. And from our side, we can then go and view the guide and maybe contact you, give you some
And
suggestions.
Kurt's gonna delete it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna delete it. I'm just joking. So let's see. One of the features here is that you can refresh the page and your guide will stay. So I'm going to refresh the page. Hopefully everything stays. Oh, yes, it did. Everything is here.
Oh, it did.
So we can even close this tab and open it up again. And look, our guide is still here. So it's got a little bit of...
You should previous this. You should previous this, but like, as long as you don't clear your browser cache.
Yes, as soon as you clear your browser cache, it'll be gone. And there...
Yeah, so be sure to submit.
Okay, let's submit. So please leave some details. So I'm going to say Kurt, and Kurt will definitely know who this is. And there we go. Your guide has been submitted. So
Kurt definitely likes other Kurts. Like on Facebook, he always chooses the other Kurts for his contests.
Oh, you know what?
There's too many Kurts in this world.
No, there's not enough. It looks like I can't see the webhooks when I'm in streamer mode, apparently. That's annoying.
Oh yeah, that's a safety feature, man. That's a hashtag feature.
Hashtag feature. That's great, but now I really want to see. Okay, well, I'll have to figure that out later. I see it didn't send a notification to us in the Discord, which is a little bit sad. Because very much should have. Although I think that is
your server still running?
Yeah. I haven't gotten any warnings. So let's log into the admin panel and see. Pending guides. No, it's there. It's there. Okay, well, I'd show you the screen, but there is some personal information here. Hang on, I'll do this. I'm going to inspect the element and then just delete it. There you go. There we go. Pending guide Kurt. So that's our guide. So if I click from here, we can actually go and view the guide, and we can see, oh yeah, Kurt has submitted this guide. Very cool. I see the markdown render is not showing here until you edit, which is a little bit annoying. Little bugs. But that's okay. So
and it says a guide. Go back to the view. Go back to the view.
The view, yeah.
I'm gonna.
A guide. Yeah.
Okay. It is a guide.
Technically. And if we go to the normal site, it will say create a guide. So maybe the next thing that we'll look at is editing a guide. So there are some guides that are existing. So we can see, you can go edit the official guide that I just made, or screenshots guide by ACB, which has actually been...
if you submitted a guide and you're not okay with it, you can go back and edit it.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it will rename it to 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
yeah, I see ACB's submission is here. I need to go remove it actually.
Still pending?
Is this? Oh yes, this is the pending guides over here. And then...
Why is ACB still pending?
Yeah, I haven't deleted it. It's...
Oh, you gotta do that manually? Come on.
Yeah, well... Here, look, I'll delete it. I'll go delete it. Let's see if it works. Alright, I deleted it on the admin side. Let's bring this back. And give it a refresh.
His guide?
I did. I deleted it. There we go. It's
That
just
was
me
such
now.
a nice guy.
Yeah, but it's in the app
Okay.
now. It's not a pending guide. It's in the app now.
Yeah. So you also have different languages to type. I noticed in
Yes.
English.
So we got English, English. Here we go. Portals and glyphs has been translated into German. So we can select that and then load it. And then here we go. You can see everything is in German.
This is, oh God, this is, okay. Is this translated by Strings called?
No, no. Oh, actually, it might have been. I think he put his name at the bottom. No, he didn't. Yeah, I think Sphinx Gold might have done
Yes.
this one.
Sadly, his name is not in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably have it translated by thing later.
Yeah, let's quickly add those to the Trello board before we forget. Um,
Oh my God, dude.
add
Yeah, we have
translate.
so precious few moments of clarity, and this is one of them.
What was the thing we said earlier? Markdown. The Markdown preview?
Yeah, Markdown preview for editing. That should load immediately. Clasher 2K joined the DevTalk voice channel. Hey there.
Oh, nice. All right, let's give you the ability to talk. All right. Temporal at Clasher. I wonder, does every DevTalk speaker get mentioned when I do this? There we go. Hello, Clasher. Oh, your mic is muted.
Yeah,
But you technically can talk now.
yeah, you can unmute yourself. You do
Well,
want to talk.
we don't know that. Maybe he's using, maybe he doesn't have a mic. Then he
Yeah,
can't
that's
unmute
what I
himself.
don't know. Like, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to talk. He just wants to listen to us.
We
Just
completely
wants to listen
understand.
to our beautiful voices.
In real time. Mostly real time. Okay, so see bugs. Talking about bugs. Sure. Well,
Oh
we've
yeah, that one bug was tracker. What's the other one?
so one of the bigger bugs. Let's talk about the feedback form fiasco.
Oh, we have two bugs in one. Two in one. It's
So
two for one.
one thing that was happening with our feedback. So if you don't know, in the app you can go over here to feedback. Let me make this go to the home screen actually. Doot, doot, doot. I like the home screen. All right. So you can go to feedback over here, and then you'll get a feedback form, which is the latest feedback form, and you can fill in these little questions, and then you can hit submit. Now, you can also do it on the website here. It's relatively easy to get to nomadskyAssistant.com/tools/feedback. Post that in the chat so you can
That's
see.
straightforward. No problem.
Oh, Sphinx God said a bit earlier, it could have been Meridian that translated. It could have been Meridian. Meridian helped me with a few of the guides.
Damn,
All right.
they're in the big time.
So it was quite fun to actually get these star components working on both web and on Flutter. So you can actually click on the stars from here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But if you click on the heading, then it'll bring up a pop-up. Ah, my phone is little, so it's putting the fifth star on the next line.
Damn. But it should work. It should be in a single line on your devices. This is an
Yes.
emulator, so please do not worry.
It's a little phone on purpose. So I designed for little phones, and big phones are better off for it. Um,
Uh-huh.
this is actually the Nexus 5, I think, this emulator. Anyway,
Wow, that belongs in a museum. Even the emulator belongs.
if you take a small
Hello.
phone as the emulator, then it speeds up because everything runs a bit
Hey,
faster.
Clash of 2K is talking.
Oh, sorry, there was a bug with my mic. I cannot unmute.
Hey,
I
welcome.
didn't. I only misclicked this call. Sorry, I just want to see the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Not a problem.
no problem.
Yeah, okay. Have a nice evening.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, you too.
So, this feedback form. If you fill in feedback on the website, I'm not going to do it now because it's going to skew everything. But you'll see this giant as loading icon, and you won't be able to do anything until it's done. And then it'll get a little message that says it's done. And you'll be like, cool. I gave some valuable feedback, and now I can go on with my day. When you did it on the phone, the screen wouldn't change. So in the background, the phone would be in the background, the phone would be sending the information to us, and the server will be like, yes, I got the info, thank you, app. And then the app would say on your screen, all right, I'm done. But in that time, it takes maybe 2-3 seconds, maybe 1 second, somewhere in there. So users were actually seeing this. When they would click it, nothing would happen, and so they would click it again, and then only then they would get a pop-up that says feedback submitted successfully. And that was causing us to get duplicates of the feedback because people were clicking multiple times. So that's more of a user experience bug.
Just add the little loading icon and you'll be good to go. You just forgot to do that on the mobile.
Yes. So
like the app.
Version 1.33, actually I added that. So as soon as you click the button, we can actually do it now. Let's give it 3 stars. It's not worth my time. Click submit, and you'll see the button disappeared there while it was loading, and it says success feedback submitted. And if you're in the Discord, you would have seen that a message just came up from feedback bot saying that someone just reviewed the app for 3 stars. Ouch.
Damn, who's that?
And they didn't leave any contact information, so now we can't talk to them.
Even if they did, what happens if they do? And this was a bug. Right?
Yes. So if so the first person that left their information, when I added that feedback bot, first person that added the information, their email was included in the message in the Discord by the feedback bot.
Anybody who was on our Discord server would be able to view his email.
Yes.
And he was out there in the wild west.
So luckily one of our moderators, Vapor, saw it and quickly pinged me and said this is a problem. And so then I was like, yeah, I agree. So I turned it off, and I think that evening I was like, all right, I'm going to add a functionality to say like this field is sensitive, so don't send it in the Slack message.
Thankfully, that's on Discord. That's on the site, and that's on Discord to say which doesn't need a Google Play Store.
Yes. Yes. So it's a little bit more.
Which would take like 15 centuries.
Yes. Yes.
Looking at the current trend.
So so I then added that functionality to say like any of these feedback questions over here. So any of these could be marked as sensitive information, or I think I called it possibly contains sensitive information. And then just to be safe, when I created that column on the table, I set it to automatically be true. So just assume that every question is sensitive unless otherwise specified. And then I thought to myself, the current feedback form is going to be affected by this. All the questions are going to be marked as sensitive, and that Discord message is not going to look right. And I was like,
everything was like you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the number of stars the person gave or whatever. If they had a feature request, you couldn't see it. Like it was like you could see the question but not the answer.
Yes.
And it was like pointless.
When I did that, I thought, oh, I'll do it like tonight or sometime. I'll go onto the database and I'll go and set these as not sensitive. And then I forgot about it. So it was probably like 2 or 3 people that posted feedback where we couldn't see anything in the Discord server, and you had to go log in on the tools page to go see it on the admin page. So yeah, that was the feedback form fiasco.
Yes.
Here we got something for heated discussions. I thought it would be fun, Blenderman, to hear your opinion, because I imagine you're going to have a strong opinion about how to sync data between the device, between people's multiple devices for the No Man's Sky Assistant. Because at the moment...
Wait a second, I haven't even thought about this.
Well, you have time now. I'll give you like 10 seconds. Because at the moment, if people choose to sync their data, it requires them to log into Google Drive, and the process is a little bit, well, it's not great. I'll show you here.
Less than ideal.
Less than ideal.
Let's go.
So there's a new sync page. I think that was added in 1.33 or maybe 1.32, maybe. So from this
1.33, I think.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So
This was in the settings page originally.
yes, this portal section was in the settings page, but when I added it for inventory management, I keep going in the wrong place. So it used to be here under portals. But when I added inventory management syncing, it was too much for that settings page, and I figured let's just make its own page for syncing. So for any of you that don't know, if you've got portals in your app, let me see if I've got some in this test one. Oh yeah, I do. All right, let's delete all of them. Okay.
Oh shit!
It's okay. It's okay.
I want those coordinates. You had a nice dark blue shit. Come on, man.
I'll get it for you. Don't you worry. So on my real device, well, on my day-to-day device, I have those portals saved and I've got them synced onto my Google Drive. So now I want to restore them onto this test device. So if I click restore, it's going to now ask me to log into Google, and this is it's quite a few pages.
I see what you meant by heated discussion.
All right, so I log into my account, and then I say allow, and then I say allow again.
Oh my god.
And then it says this application has successfully obtained access credentials, which is really scary.
Yeah, I've seen this site.
And then you close this, and then you go back, and you'll see portals have been restored. So, and then you come here. Now look, all my portals are back.
You know what? I think you might not have a choice.
It has to change.
It has to change. Yeah, it's my.
It's Blenderman's glyphs. Although I think that may have been a bug there. I think we found a bug.
Yeah, I should. What's the bug?
It defaulted to this. This defaulted to true, even though it should be false.
I said it. Yeah, I should probably look at it from the settings. I didn't do that. I set it to true by default.
I keep going to the wrong place. It does look nice.
It looks. You gotta admit that.
It looks great. There you go. But it should respect the user's choice though.
Yeah, that choice. Yeah, definitely. Even though the choice is wrong.
Oh, so this is not hooked up to the settings, I see. Because if I turn it off...
It's not. It's not. It's not. It doesn't change the setting.
Oh no.
I mean, it's just a single line. It's just a single line of code.
Yeah, but at least... That's what you say. But at least it should solve a little bit of complexity here, because you don't have to set this value, because this value will come from the state. It'll come from the state, yeah. So let's see, portal
so
edits.
The user can, we don't need two switches in two different places.
Yeah.
Do you want to use alternate glyphs? Sure. Okay. Then the keypad will have alternate glyphs. Awesome. You're wrong. Good. I shall let you use the original glyphs.
So let's call this portal edit screen dash link switch to setting. I think we'll get that. I don't think future.
Yeah, I'll work on that today.
Future Kurt and future Blenderman won't be confused by that. I hope not.
Very descriptive.
So, I can show you an example. I snuck this in. I don't know if anyone noticed it yet, but if you go to Hello Games Community Mission, you'll see it was on PS4 by default. So this is another bug that came. I actually haven't written this down. So I think it was during release week 1.33. Yeah, not this week, but last week, Hello Games was having a lot of issues with their community mission. Their servers kept going down. Even their website, where you could see the status, this one here.
It was not updating.
It was broken. It just said something went wrong. So if you could go all the way over here, this one, you can see PS4, PC, and Xbox. So on the mobile app, it's PC, PS4, Xbox. Yeah, okay. So this page used to always put PC first. So if you came to community mission, it would load PC and then you would click PS4 if you're a PS4 player. And if you left the screen and then came back, it would be on PC again and it would load PC.
Oh,
The problem was that PC seemed to be one of the ones worst affected by Hello Games' servers.
worst case.
So every time you'd come to the screen, it would try to load PC
PC
and it
players,
would break.
they're
Well, it wouldn't
grunt
break.
of
It would tell you something is
games.
wrong, and from there you
Yeah.
couldn't choose anything else.
Oh
So
shit! Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you could just switch, and it was just an annoying little thing. But okay,
no, so you couldn't
it's
switch.
an app-breaking bug.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for like I'd say half the week, people weren't able to see their statuses because PC was broken. So now you can choose if it breaks. It's only the screen under the switch that doesn't work.
Man,
but
you need to teach me how to do that. I am facing a major problem with the advanced search thing. You know, I posted a video of what I was doing there, what I was trying to do. I was there. My problem is it's rebuilding the entire page, and it's irritating.
well, this page is rebuilding each time. It's just I'm only choosing to show the error message on the bottom half and keep the switch in. I am struggling with. I'm struggling with the same thing that you're struggling. So if you see.
Okay, I've done some research as to like.
Alright, awesome.
I think that there's a method to like force the other widgets to stay, stay where they were, like stay the same where they were, but only one specific widget can be replaced.
Oh, I think I just clicked. Does it have to do with keeping the keys string consistent?
Not sure. Like it had nothing to do with key.
Okay.
And like it was a completely different. Like there's an actual constructor that does stuff for you. But yes, I'm getting too deep into the coding side of things. But yeah, there's something you can. There's a simple solution, possibly.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and do.
Because I can give you an example. This list here that displays 1,000 items, 1,000 plus items. When you change language, you actually need this page to rebuild, and obviously go fetch the languages for all the new items. Why did my toolbar come back? There you go. So what I had to do was this search list had its own key, and I just set the key to include the currently selected language. So when you changed your language, the list's key changed, and that caused it to rebuild.
Okay.
So that might be something we can look at, because if we look at something like ammonia, and if I click the favorite star, you'll see the whole page rebuilds, and it's very annoying.
That's exactly it's annoying. Yes, that's exactly the same problem. And yeah, we might be able to work on that. Just let the favorite icon rebuild.
Yeah. I think if something that I imagine would work is if we had this this star be a stateful component, and
the others be stateless.
Yes, but the stateful components, they at build time they get rendered, and then they have their own memory and they kind of work by themselves. So if the data inside them changes, it doesn't cause a rebuild on this page. It just causes
entire page.
Yeah, it just causes a rebuild in its own component.
That would be like the base way to do it, but there's actually another way.
Okay.
I have to open up those links again, but like it piqued my interest, and I shall share it with you.
Awesome.
After this stream.
Oh, this actually, I should have made the heated discussion not how to sync data, but Blenderman, I'm sorry, I added another link to the action. The shortcut links. Are you ready?
What? Yeah, sure.
Oh, what?
It's not there. What's up?
I don't think I have the latest. I haven't got the latest build on here. I'm sorry. Because I actually noticed that these icons are a bit smaller. I made them bigger in the current update. The star is a little bit
smaller. How did you do that?
So the icons.
Did you do it in Flutter or did you edit
Oh
edit the
no,
icon.
no, I did it in Flutter. You know me. I wouldn't have gone
uh,
to edit all these images.
yeah, yeah,
There's actually, see, I think there's a second app in here. Oh no, it's the same app. All right, don't mind me. I'm just being crazy. All right, so I did add another shortcut here that goes to the favorites page, which is over here.
okay.
One of the most difficult things about this favorites page was you can favorite a recipe, and damn, it's not on this build. I think I'm gonna have to pull the code down and just run it onto this emulator. So you can actually like favorite
You
this
see,
specific recipe.
you're gonna have to build the new release.
Yeah, but it's okay. We can do it
Isn't it on your
asynchronously.
APK site?
It
Okay,
it is.
async the stream and the build process. Huh?
Yeah, we'll let the build process go, and I'll just close it here. It'll show up eventually. Um, yeah. All right. Let's go see what else is in that doc. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh yeah. So how are we going to sync the data properly from the app to the Google Drive? It's So I think what I was thinking about when I wrote this point was at the moment we've now got portals that you can sync independently, and we've got inventories that you can sync independently. Um, I imagine it'll be quite annoying for a person to go and click backup portals, and then they go through this whole
Oh
Google
yeah.
process, and then after that they can just click backup inventory and it goes instantly. Um, that Google login I think only lasts like 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh
So
yeah, by default, yeah, it expires in yeah.
yeah, so I do need to find a better way of, because I mean most of the apps that we use they have some sort of Google sign in, and then you can do all
Yeah,
those
and then they have
actions.
persistence. Yeah, they have persistence.
I am persisting a
Actually,
token,
somebody on the uh, but
but
it doesn't save the user for some reason. You'll have
yeah.
to log in. The token doesn't mean shit after the app closes.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. No, it's in persistent storage. It's not done through Redux, but it is saved
Yeah,
on the device, and we can access it.
it's
But
saved in device, but for some reason it doesn't. It forces you to authenticate again.
yes. Um,
A bunch of people were facing the same problem over the Flutter Discord. So
okay.
I looked into that. I did some digging through that, and I found a lot of people like, yeah, it doesn't save. It doesn't save the login. There's actually a developer from your landlocked country, Eswatini.
Lesotho?
He's building an app. Yeah, he's building an app for his local newspapers in Flutter. What?
I think that's your brother
Who
in
who
chat.
asked? Yeah, that's my brother. I was like, yeah, the link. No, go away.
Does he want to join? Does he want to tell us some embarrassing stories about you?
No way. He does not. I can. I speak for him. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, he was like, I want people to log in through Google, and I want to persist their login. And he was using the Firebase authentication library for Flutter, and it was not persisting for users. And I was like, I have not used that. I don't have any experience with whatever you just said right now. And I was like, yeah. So I did some research on that, and looks like it's a problem everywhere, and there might be a solution. I haven't just looked far enough for that.
All right. Yeah, it's. I haven't had any complaints about it, but I can just imagine it's very annoying. Um, there is a ticket here to fix it, but it's been there. All right, here we go. Make the Google sign in better. It's been there since the
Oh yeah.
31st of October. So,
Oh my God. That's what, 5 months ago.
yeah. All right, let's check this out. So, we've got activated cadmium here, and we can see that it's already favorited. And we want to make, uh, we want to refine magnetized ferrite using activated cadmium. and we can favorite this, and that does its fancy refresh. And now if we go to the favorites tab, you'll see the magnetized ferrite is sitting there. And if you go to it, you get your page, your refining page.
That's nice. But one thing I would like is not just magnetized ferrite on there, magnetized ferrite recipe, like something about the recipe.
Yeah. No, I see that now. Looking at it, it's a little bit disappointing. Because I think if we click, yeah, here we go. So we can like favorite this guy as
Why
well.
do I have to be the guy that's raining on everyone's parade? Come on.
Ah, that's just who you are, man. That's just who you are. You tell it. You
Come
tell the
on.
truth. You
That's
tell us
not
how
who
it
I
is.
am.
I need you to
That
tell me what's
that's
stupid.
that's just a nice way of saying you're a dick.
It's just I know it's bad, but I can just go, no one will notice. And then once you notice, I go, okay, you know what? Maybe we should do something about it.
I nitpick a lot. Like it's a sometimes it, it goes to the irrational side. So, but it's good for an app, I guess.
It's very good for an app. I wonder, maybe just put the refiner here instead of the actual output. And
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that would work.
and then for cooking, we can do the nutrient processor.
Processor. Awesome.
All right, let me write that down on the Trello. Favorite, ooh, favoriting a recipe. Show. Okay, cool. Another ticket
And
for us to work on.
also maybe instead of just chromatic metal, choose a chromatic metal recipe.
Would you
You don't need the
say
entire recipe.
would you say refining in brackets, or would you say like cooking,
Mm, yeah,
or
probably refining, cooking, depending on what type. Are you still not separating them based on whether they are refining or cooking? You no, you are separating that, but you're not. There's something else. Yeah, repair.
so
If you
they
have a broken component,
what's broken?
a damaged a damaged Starship component, you still say refined using, so repaired using it.
Is it? You come on,
Can you
man. The
search
typing
for
is weird.
can
I'm looking for Starship. What should I be looking for? Like no wait, that's not it.
that's not it.
What's a broken one? Um, maybe just scroll.
Leaking coolant or something.
Ooh, okay. Radiation leak.
Yeah,
That's
this
got
is it.
crafted
It says
using.
crafted using. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I get you.
Uh, I
Damn.
wanted it to be repaired using, and that was the first, like that was the thing I joined the Discord server for. Why is it crafted using? It should be repaired using. Like that's how nitpicky I am. This is like, yeah,
Repair.
this is my already. This is why I joined the Discord. I wanted to fix that, and I still haven't. Like I completely forgot about that, and just, like did everything else. I
Well,
mean,
guess
didn't
what?
do much.
It's now going to be assigned to you. So,
Shit. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that getting in any release
put
anytime soon.
put that in high
Okay.
priority. Boom.
Oh shit.
That's
Now
actually,
now you're bringing now you're bringing the heat.
it might be a difficult one, to be
Like
honest. Um,
no, it's yeah. I might need to like start keeping track of which stuff is what kind in group. Like
yeah.
damaged starship component is a group, so I should get the group. Is group damaged starship component? If so, then it's not crafted prepared.
Please, everyone
I'll
who's
see how
watching
to
the
do it.
stream, look away as I open the advanced search page.
Oh my god!
Nobody, everyone look
I
away,
know
please.
I have grown to hate this page.
Okay, so maybe it's not
At
too
least it
bad.
works.
Yeah. So there's no multi-select, which is as soon as I saw you put in the multi-select, I was like, damn, that's a great idea. Is right now, I want to see all the damage components, but I have to go through each one.
Uh, uh-huh.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
I see why you did it, Blenderman. And also I see that these tiles don't have their background colors like they're supposed to.
Huh.
Oh boy. All right.
As that means you're not looking for that state from the settings
Yeah, it's my
on
own
this
fault.
page.
I
And
wonder.
you gotta help me out with this advanced search thing if you wanted to get off the ground, because I'm having a whale of a time with this feature. Like, first off, it was the whole like how do I get stuff inside, and then you fix that. And this time it's just, how the fuck do I just put everything in a, like, don't rebuild the entire page. It looks crappy. I think when it's trying to rebuild the entire page, it's refetching the item
Oh yeah, it'll
because
definitely do that.
it's a future builder. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
and that's because the Flutter, the command line, the debugging thing shows me the number of items is loading,
Yes.
and like every time I click on a multi-select option, it shows that number, and I'm like, okay, I see where this is, because you showed me that reloading thing, and it was like what, half a second maximum. This one is a whole entire second.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's very noticeable.
I put that.
Every time you
Yeah.
every time you select an option or you delete an option, you gotta wait a second for the entire page to reload.
Oh no. Okay. I think
Not
just
ideal.
off the top of my head, I'd imagine if you put all of that in a function that returns the. Yeah, okay. Let's not talk about it hypothetically because it's going to be very confusing. I just wanted to. You made me think of every time those numbers popped up. You said it shows. Oh damn. Shows you that there's like 1,200 items loaded. I put that in
Mhm.
because it used to be that if you clicked on a page, so let's say you went to Activate Cadmium. Oh, sorry. Let's say you open the app, it would say loaded 1,200 items. You go, okay, cool. You click on Activated Cadmium, and the terminal would say loaded 1,200 items. And then let's say you went to Magnetized Ferret, it would do it again, and again, and again, and again.
Oh,
And these pages would just get slower. Well, I mean, they still get slower and slower, but it used to be a lot quicker. Like by the fifth page, it would be like staggering. The animation, yeah, everything would be
would be
extremely slow.
extreme.
And that's why, so I put that in so I could see when it was rendering, and that's when I
Ah,
I put in
that's a good
the dodgy
point.
navigation, and then eventually got it right. So um, that's why I'm passing in a function everywhere that returns a future, because otherwise it would just be
Yeah,
returning a
I'm gonna have to.
future that starts getting that starts running. So now I'm more in control. I
I'm
can
gonna have to
say,
start using futures.
yeah, you see. So and also just use a function so that you can say, like, you can pass it around without it actually triggering and starting to run. And when you then put when you call the function, that's when it will start running. So you have more control
Okay,
over it.
I
Although
understand.
one thing I still need to figure out is if you click home, the hero buttons get sad. They say, oh, there's duplicate tags. Um, that one I still got to figure out. I don't know why the hell it's complaining.
Oh,
But
oh,
it's
the FAB isn't showing up.
no, it shows. It's just in the terminal it complains. So technically these have separate hero tags because I've now assigned cart and inventory management as their tags. And when I saw this error, when you click the home button in the terminal, it says there were duplicate hero tags or hero tags with the same um, fabs with the same hero tag. So what I've done now is on
Uh,
the page, when it loads the floating action button, it'll put cart and then put a dash and then this guy's ID number. Or yeah. And then inventory management ID number. And I thought,
that's the shittiest way to like not show that error.
well, I thought it would fix it because now these two floating action buttons have a different tag compared to, um, come on, compared to this one. But when you click the home button and it navigates through all of them very quickly, it somehow still has the same one. So it hasn't fixed that error, but at least I think this is better. I think it's better to have the hero tags have different IDs, but nothing breaks. So it's not the worst thing, but it is something that I wish I could
mean,
fix.
yeah, the hero tag doesn't matter as much as the font size. No one's gonna
Yeah,
see the hero tag. It's just internal use, and you are setting it dynamically, so everywhere it's gonna be the same.
exactly. All right, let's see what else we had here. Oh yeah, let's talk about the No Man's Sky community developers, and then just before the end of the
Oh yes.
stream, let's go to No Man's Sky community developers. All right, so
What is this newfangled GitHub thing?
So we have made the No Man's Sky community developers and designers to try and group together or join together a bunch of developers that are working on No Man's Sky projects. Things like our favorite friends over at Black Hole Suns, who are developing the Black Hole Suns website.
Oh yeah, man, that's massive, massive
That's some
respect to
really
those
cool
guys.
data. They're doing some very cool stuff with
Yeah,
data there. And
yeah,
Atlas Codex, I mean, they've got an amazing design. And we've actually got Atlas
yeah.
Codex sending notifications in our Discord. I've been a bit lazy in setting up the role. I think you should be able to see the Atlas Codex channel. Can you see it, Blender Man?
I
I'm
think
sure you would have seen it by now because it's posting every day. I'll give you the role. Uh,
I'm not. I'm not seeing it.
why am I scrolling
Definitely
down?
not seeing
You're right at the top.
it. With a B.
Atlas with a B and in the developers group. Okay, there we go.
I see.
It's the top of media. So this is when people are
Wow.
posting to Atlas Codex. We get this. I don't know how many people will be interested in seeing this data, but I like seeing it. So
I like seeing it. I think this is a good. Yeah, this is a good integration. At least you're having this in the Discord. Next step would be putting it in the app. But let's not talk about that.
yeah, so I'm gonna add a reaction role in the hashtag roles channel. I'll call it like Atlas Codex, and we'll use the Atlas Codex logo. And then as soon as you have that role,
Logo. Awesome.
then you can see the channel. So this was it DW? I think that's the name of the guy on Discord who created
Yeah,
the site.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
DW.
on his Discord, people were asking for integrations, and he said, well, if you give me a webhook, then I'll post to that from the WordPress site. And yeah, I messaged him. I was like, please give me all the data and just send it to this webhook. And I was thinking of giving him a webhook to our backend or like an endpoint that he could post data to, but I couldn't find anything on the internet on how the Discord messages look, how they, what it looks like when it comes from whatever tool
As an
he's using.
object.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like some dynamic object, but I don't know what it actually looks like. And then I was like, I don't want to explain to him that it's going to be posting to our backend. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Let him just post to our webhook. We can always ask later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You could be like indirectly, scraping all the messages in the Atlas Codex channel. Like use a bot, scrape all that stuff, or using Discord API, get the message content, and then put it in the app.
boy, that would be
You want
quite
to do
a
that?
no.
Like if you don't want to teach him how to do webhooks, you could do that.
Well, it was when we were talking, he did mention that he could do something with WordPress where he adds a plugin and it makes like a REST API, and we can then start
API,
querying
yeah,
the data.
yeah.
But it didn't really have a use for it at the time. So
And he will need to be coached on how a REST API should be set up. I think. I
yeah,
think there's a few traps he could fall in.
but we actually got a really cool idea from one of the one of the guys in the Discord, they suggested we do a sort of, what was it called, a TripAdvisor, a No Man's Sky TripAdvisor. So allow
Wow.
people from within our app to view other people's bases that they've submitted with coordinates,
Wow.
and then people could go to that base and then
That's beautiful.
rate it or something. And I thought to myself, I don't want to create a whole system, a whole login system where people can submit their base and fill in all this information, and then another
Nah,
login
that's
system
like,
where people could.
look, the stuff already exists. Like people log into Atlas Codex and submit their base and their
Exactly.
discoveries and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So if we
it
can.
would be stupid replicate like we do all that hard
Exactly.
work. And I mean, look at that UI too.
It is. Well, let's put it on screen. Can I type like this? No. So yes, I'm thinking, what if we get Atlas Codex to open up an API and we'll query all of the bases, all the things that are tagged as
Lovely.
bases here, and then from within the Assistant for No Man's Sky app, allow you to view some
Just
details on
look
it.
at these. This is awesome. Look at this page, man. Everything about this page is like fucking amazing.
It is amazing. And then, yeah, so we get this data into the app, let people see it, let people, well, hopefully people will go to the portal address, and then we just allow people to
They can
like give it a thumbs up or
save
something.
this portal address to their library.
Oh, now that's
How
awesome.
about that?
That's amazing. One click button, add to portal library. Oh.
Put that up on the Trello.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is
We're
going to
gonna
take,
forget
this is a bigger,
90% of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
this is definitely a moonshot.
I agree. We might actually, I'll make this ticket and move it to our main board, and then we can go
Main board, yeah.
and we can put this, so we can make like steps under it on like what we need to get done, and yeah, because it's going to be a big one. Big features. There we go. All right, that's going to need a little bit of thinking, and we're going to need DW to agree to it, and then from our side, I think we'll just add the same kind of system that we have for guides, where you can like it, but there's no limit. You can like it like 20 times if you really want to. That way we don't need to have a
Super
login.
like.
Yeah, you could super
You
like.
can
It's
super like.
same thing as Medium. You know, they allow you
Yeah,
to clap for
super
an
clap.
article.
You can clap. How many times can you clap? 50 or something?
I'm not sure. We can maybe put something on the device to limit them. But
First time I saw that, that was hilarious too. Right.
you must really like the article to have clapped that many times.
Yeah. And I did it. I just held the button. Like, sure, it takes zero money to do this.
Oh, that's amazing. Hashtag feature says Sphinx call. All right, but the Nomad.
Come on.
But the No Man's Sky community.
It went silent for a whole long. Yeah, we need more people on this bandwagon.
It's mostly I've been slow about it because I was hoping to get a lot more projects on the community developers and designers before inviting people, but I think it's probably
Maybe that's not the way you should go. But yeah,
yeah.
it should be like you can you fork repos? You can fork repos
Yeah.
into this. So you don't need to like they have their own repos on GitHub. Like Black Hole Suns, they have their own stuff up. But instead of forking the entire stuff, we should probably just we should probably create a repo to just save the integration stuff. Like maybe if you're writing some glue code API.
Well, I was thinking we could probably just so I was thinking of sending messages to these people. I have a list of them on the card for NMS CD, and just messaging them, asking them if they want to join the organization, and just make it clear like everything that gets done here is obviously open source, and you can't have closed source stuff on this group, and that is just a way to connect everyone.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, the Assistant for No Man's Sky is kind of closed source. You just have to ask to join, and I'll add you.
pseudo open source.
Yeah, pseudo open source. But half like the most important stuff, like the data for the app and the languages for the app, they're all open source, so you can reach it. We're not really hiding that.
Yeah, you're not hiding anything. You that's just for you to like set up build pipelines on Azure where you're like more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm quite a Microsoft fanboy.
Yeah, you are definitely.
I was a Java guy in the beginning, back in my youth, but
Thank God you're not. Thank God you're not in.
it's just Microsoft has
Because
done
you
really
would,
well lately, so they really.
yeah, with their Azure stuff, yeah, it's awesome. They have their own IoT system, like they call it
Oh,
Azure Sphere.
their IoT
Uh,
stuff is so cool.
yeah, man, holy shit! Like from the office I was interning at for this IoT stuff, like I saw the Azure Sphere. There's this website called Hackster that's like hardware related, and they teamed up with Microsoft to like rep their product. And the first, I don't know, 2,000 people that signed up got free Azure hardware developer kit board that probably costs around like, I don't know, $90, $100 for a board. But yeah, that board's it's high tech, and we got it for free.
Wow, that
So
is amazing.
yeah, like the only thing is you had to build a project on the board. Like, it was like a contest. Who's gonna build the best IoT project? And definitely not us, but we still got a free board, free stuff, free stuff, bro. But
That's awesome.
yeah, and when I was working on that device, because because I suggested the idea, I was assigned to that project. People were like, "Oh, you want to take the initiative? Here, 40-hour work week."
Oh, nice.
But then, yeah, but then it was very like the entire process of like setting up. That was like legit. That was my intro to like a legit IoT ecosystem. Kind of like
That's
they
awesome.
have their security. Yes, everything is centered around security. Yeah, yeah, it's it's production level stuff. You could make like you could ship a product with that board inside, and it will not have any change, and it will work.
No, that stuff is
That's
amazing.
the level of software they have. That's a testament to their software.
Agreed. And I think we're probably going to end the stream on that note. Microsoft is great. Um,
Microsoft. Microsoft shills.
Microsoft,
Disclaimer: we are not getting paid.
yeah, but Microsoft, we are open to sponsors if you're watching. A sponsorship,
Oh,
hit
that
me up.
holy shit.
So let's do like a
Not just him. I got a side job as well. I got IoT stuff. Hit
yeah
me
yeah
up.
yeah.
Give me stuff.
Give us
I'll
both
make
stuff.
some stuff.
Assistant for No Man's Sky proudly on Azure services. Please pay some of the bills.
Yeah.
All right, so let's um let's do this cool trendy raid thing. I think I'm gonna head over to um, Procedural Traveler's stream, his Friday night Nexus Lounge. See if I can go talk there, say hello to everybody. But I'm gonna post the link in the chat here. So for all of you who are watching, all two of you, um, go over
Don't
to.
worry. Don't worry. The two people, it's quality over quantity. That
There we
matters.
go. All right, well, we can all go over to Procedural Traveler's stream. Um, yeah, we'll see you guys on that side. Thanks
Yep.
for thanks for
Yeah.
co-hosting, Blenderman.
Thank you for having me co-host your host.
All right, we'll do this again next week. Same time, same
Yep.
place.
Definitely. Yeah.
All
See
right.
you guys.